Hey everybody, I thought I might do a real quick midweek little video that has nothing to do with yarn and I'm not in the studio. As you can see, I'm in the garage. Now this garage is perhaps, well, maybe not as old as the house, but it's very, very old. And it's just been a junk pile, a hoarder's paradise. And I have decided to clean it out. So let me show you what I've been up to and how I'm utilizing some of the things that I find. But most of it I am throwing out because we don't need it. And that's what the dump is for, right? But I am recycling everything I can, okay? We're burning anything that's burnable, legally burnable. I am taking all the metal to the metal recycling and all that kind of stuff. But anything that has to go into the dump, I've been taking lots of dump runs and that's so much fun. All right, let me show you what I've got. Now, just to be honest, this barn is full of mice, probably a few rats, and definitely a couple of snakes. The top kind of looks like this. There's all kinds of stuff up there that I don't even know what it is. I'm not touching those rafters. But you could barely wiggle in here. It was terrible. I started back here. All the stuff that's left down here is stuff we actually do use, okay? Oh, but I got rid of so much metal stuff. So many old little engines. Look, I haven't gotten rid of this yet, but I will. There's a little bird nest. Anyway, so this is actually the tidy and straightened up part, okay? I want for Adam to be able to walk up to all these shelves, and I haven't organized these well yet, but I wanted to be able to walk up to his shelves and find things and know where they are and what they are. Here's just a few shelves left that are kind of in the old state. Now I've cleaned out this, well, no, I've organized this garage once before, but I didn't throw much away, only trash. I kept everything that I thought Adam might possibly use years ago and just reorganized it, but it's gotten bad again. These shelves over here are what I want to work on next. There's a lot of stuff over there that can be thrown out. See, I've got, if I can zoom in on that, I can't really get to it right here, but like there's a bucket full of copper. I'll just take that straight to the dump. That's metal recycling. Anything that's metal here that I can recycle, I will. These tubs are full of junk and old documents. I think that one's my daughter's. That one might be empty. That one's full of old papers and photographs. Adam's got so many old toolboxes. There's an old B nuke box. But we need to be able to hang stuff up on that board back there. And we can't even get to it right now. Now this is a slab that's out in front of the garage, and it was absolutely packed full of stuff, and all I've got left now is gasoline cans. And I was able to recycle the antifreeze and the motor oil, but the dump doesn't take this, so I got to figure out something to do with the all of that. Well, you can see there's 5 old gas cans. We have lots of leftover tubs. This one has a hole in it where the mice ate through. I might try to fix that with some duct tape or something. We had 2 boxes full of these Christmas ornaments that we used outside in the trees, and you can see the mice were in them. Well, if there's mice, you know what else was in there? Snake skin. Oh my gosh. Had 2 boxes of those. I may save some, but I may just go ahead and take those to the thrift store. But I'd have to clean them off. You can't take anything that has mouse poop on it, so I don't know. Anyway, some of the old containers had holes in the bottom, and I was like, haha, that's not a detriment, that's drainage. There it is. There's my corner of the world where I do all of my plant work, which is very small. I'm not really a plant person. But I've even decided to save a tub like that. The bottom was broken out, and I filled it with, this is a whole bunch, I have a whole pile of that mulch that the power company left in a big mountain over on our property. And so I'm trying to use it to fill up pots and then put potting soil on the top so I don't fill it with all potting soil, because potting soil is expensive. So that'll have something in it. I'm not sure what. I've put some greenery in there too. Adam says that it's important to have green as well as brown. If you want a little update on what's happening here, tomato, 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 bean. I ate 2 of those beans yesterday. Zinnia seeds there. These are sundrops. This is a calla lily my mother gave me. That's a Dusty Miller that was so sad in another pot, but I think it's happier now. I think that this is catnip, but it was in the little greenhouse too long and it got mold growing on it, so I've got it out in the sun. I've got calendula seeds in there I'm hoping will come up. I've got basil and 2 more tomatoes. I'm going to take those to the farmer's market. My lettuce is actually still going strong in these 2 pitiful pots, but this is the north side of the house, totally out of all sun. It's been fairly cool at night, so they're still going strong, and I just pick off the leaves as we need them and wash them off, because they do get dirty out here. Now here's something I just found in the garage. This is a bottom to an old grill or something, but see, it's got a hole. It's not intended as a pot, but I saw it and I thought, yes. So I put that mulch in the bottom and put potting soil in the top. I may put sunflowers in there, just anything else that I have as seedlings. Another thing that Adam brought me, he brought me 4 of these. This is the only one that doesn't have any roots yet, so I've still got it in water. That's a Confederate rose, and they get to be like 12 feet tall and real big. So I've got the other 3 in pots so they can root up well and grow for the summer. And I'll probably put them in the ground somewhere in the fall. More zinnias. There is my first peony ever. I bought that at the Women's Club plant sale in Oriental on Saturday. They have a plant sale and the plants are $1 each. Oh, and that is lemongrass back there. The sundrops also came from the plant sale, and a whole bunch of hostas that are on the other side of the house. In here I have some more basil and some more catnip. These are sunflowers that Adam brought me from school. He teaches middle school science, and they have a garden outside of his classroom, and the garden is beautiful. It's for the students to study, and people from the garden club in New Bern come to the school, and they always have all these little starts for the students, but they always have too many. And so he brings me the leftovers because otherwise they'd get thrown out. So these are all sunflowers, and I think they might look good in that pot over there. I just don't know. We'll see what happens when they germinate. Here are those Confederate roses. You see, 2 of them have leaves. That one doesn't, but it did have roots. And I did something to my herb bed that I should have done years ago. I put these hoops on. There's posts of rebar. There's one, you can see it over there. And so you can run the hoops easily from side to side. We did this in our big garden back when we had a kind of a production vegetable garden. And then I've got this, can you see it? The bird netting? Boy, I don't even know if you can see that. Let me see down here maybe. Yeah, okay, you can see it down there. I've got bird netting over top of the whole thing because my hens were getting in there. And I want to grow some more marigolds for dyeing, and I put marigolds like I did last year in that spot through there and down here, and they just dug them all up. Thankfully, they didn't hurt my comfrey, which is looking good. I've got mint. I've got lemon balm. I've got a bay in there that's coming back this year. I'll show you that a little closer. There it is. And more mint and lots of oregano. And I'll be putting my basil into this bed. I need to weed it out and get the pine straw out of there. I apologize for the road noise. This is a wash tub that I got at the metal recycling. Julia and I helped an elderly couple get a hot water heater into the recycling. Bless their hearts, they couldn't do it. And he was going to throw this away, and I said, oh, may I please have it? Because it was rusted out in the bottom a bit. But that's drainage. So I put more zinnia seeds that were given to me by a friend. I'd had them in the freezer for a couple of years. Well, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 of them coming up, and there'll be more. I would love to see this full of zinnias this summer. Won't that be nice? A few weeks ago, we realized there was a little teeny bird, I don't know what kind, who was making a nest down underneath that ceramic pumpkin inside of this fun little wooden tote carrier, which is on our table on our back deck. And here's the nest. And then after a while, as mama birds do, she realized that this was too busy to place too many people around, so she abandoned this nest. And they often, I think, do that. They will build 2 or 3 nests, and then they'll pick the best location and sit on those eggs. So these eggs got abandoned. They're so cute. But look what she was using in her nest. Snake skin. I guess that would make it kind of waterproof. They're so cute. It's just so creepy. But they got abandoned and I'll throw it out. But I kind of hate to throw away such beautiful eggs. Aren't they something? Well, we live in a wet and weedy part of the world, and this is the time of year that I get my yard work done because it's too hot later. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I may mention later how far I get on that garage back there. It's rough, and that's not even the barn. The barn's back there somewhere. We did clean it out before, but it's even more full of mice. So see ya hopefully later this week. Bye bye.